Step into the booth, it's time to ignite. Mental on the scene, bringing heat to the night. Specters in the shadows, we rise from the dark. Blackout's the titles, let's leave our mark. Feel the pulse like the city's heartbeat. Blackout, we're turning it loud. Light it up like the bass draw crowd. Roots one deep in the echoing sound. We're reborn in the chaos, we wear it proud. We wear it proud. Voices of the past, whispers from the streets. Echoes in the alley where the real ones meet. Count the stars, each story a force. We're breaking the chains with every fierce course. We wear it proud. We wear it proud. We wear it proud. In this moment, we own our truth. Blackout, we're turning it loud. Light it up like the bass draw crowd. Roots run deep in the echoing sound. We're reborn in the chaos, we wear it proud. We're turning it loud, light it up, let the bass draw crowd. Roots run deep in the echoing sound. We're reborn in the chaos, we wear it proud. We wear it proud. We wear it proud. We wear it proud. We wear it proud.
All right. Happy Christmas Eve to all my 3 viewers, especially to you, Bot Ricks. You've been a loyal person. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to get right to it because, it's Christmas Eve and shit. Look, y'all know what this is about. Okay. I'm going to tell you why I got a problem with what I've been seeing. Now, I understand in this space, well, I guess I should get straight to it and then I'll break it down. This is about MichaelBtheGameGenie and his crew, I'm just going to speak my truth, right? I get in this space in order to have viewership or likability. You got to be, present positivities and whatnot, right? But at the same time, you don't have to be fake. And what do I mean by that? If you're taking pop shots or you're so gray and you're in an area where you think you can claim neutrality, it's not how it works. To be neutral, you need to shut up like completely. You don't talk about any side. You don't talk about any subject. All right. But you can't be like, hey, I'm for the left, and then take pop shots at the right and then be like, oh no, I was always cool with the right. It don't work that way, man. There's right and wrong. Okay. I talked to somebody about unprofessional conduct. It isn't necessarily the action, it's the perception. Okay. If you have, that's what the crime when people do criminal activities in the federal court or military and whatnot. It's not even necessarily the action, it's the perception that you've given to make it appear as something is not right. Okay. Y'all know me. I like to call names. Example, we'll do 19K. He did a great example about how to, not necessarily he has to speak on words, to let people know where he stands on issues. He did it silently. He did it visually. It was well done. Salute. Okay. Then we got people like, sorry, Michael, you're the elephant in the room. And I would love to hear your side. Maybe I got it wrong. Like I said, I wrote even in my description, maybe I got it wrong. You're welcome to tell me your side. And I got it wrong. I got it wrong. That's what I'm about, right? But when I hear you taking what I feel is pop shots at people, you're taking a stance. Now I'm going to play for you this video that I was sent. Y'all can go look at you can go look at his stream to get your own context. Let me see if I got the timestamp real quick. You guys can play it yourself at 24 minutes and 2 seconds. You can start at least, 3 minutes prior and then 3 minutes after where I end. So you have your own context, right? So I'm going to play for you what I see. Remember, it's the perception, right? I'm going to talk on it. Let me know if y'all can't hear it. So, Creel. Yeah. It's about him and a lot of other people. He just happens to be, fodder right now. Like I said, I've said this plenty before. I have open dialogue with Michael B. Right now, I didn't feel I needed to talk to him about it. I'm not in the right headspace. It would have probably not gone anywhere healthy. So later on, I'll ask him, or if he wants to come through and explain whatever, that's on him. But this is my truth, my opinion. He gets to talk. I get to talk. I didn't necessarily get sneak this specifically, but when you lump, this is what happens when you make generalities and you're gray. You get, you lump, and that's not cool. Right? So let's play this. Now tell me what I'm missing.
I couldn't have said that better myself. If there's one thing,
people stop trying to eat each other.
I couldn't have said that better myself. If there's one thing this community needs more than anything else, little kindness in 2025. Like, Jesus Christ, guys, you're just waiting for somebody to fall down so you can kick them. Let's fixate more on the positive.
I don't think I smiled, laughed, or.
All right. What are we talking about here? This is like something I missed. Like, is he in his head? Is he talking about some silly YouTube shit that I don't know about? Because last I checked, the only thing that's fucking happening right now in this space is his boy, Danny. I'm gonna say his boy because last I checked, he's the one who was prompting him up, putting him on a pedestal, having him stream in Restaja's place. This is what they did. You bring in this evil fucking seed. The seed is rotten, and then y'all try to diminish what you brought, the evilness you brought forth to this fucking community. Like, what the fuck is this?
I couldn't have said that better myself. If there's one thing this community needs more than anything else, little kindness in 2025. Like, Jesus Christ, guys, you're just waiting for somebody to fall down so you can kick them.
Who the fuck are you talking about? Who the fuck are you talking about? If you're talking about Danny's situation, how fucking dare you? Man, I better hear the best excuse I've ever fucking heard where I'm just wrong. And I'll do it exactly what I always do. I'll go, I got it wrong, guys. I'll make an apology. But right now, I'm feeling as if you're talking about everybody in the space from Cringe to myself to Neon Battle Bitchy, formerly known as She-Line Gaming, Retro Lizard, Joel, all these cats who called this guy out, and you're saying that we waited for him to fall in order to kick him. See, when I came to you guys before about his inward shit and all that, it's like, oh, we don't need to say nothing in order to be for something or against something. Well, why are you streaming with him? Right? If this GoFundMe shit didn't happen, we would have an extra fucking flake on the fucking screen here. You're like, I don't know what to say. But how can you claim to be neutral if you're taking pop shots? That was a sneak diss, man. You're not sneaky. That's not sneaky. You can't sit here and call yourselves not a drama channel. That was drama. That's the biggest fucking drama. You guys think because you're cryptic, people like me don't have common sense and critical thinking in order to go what 2 + 2 is. There's at least 2 main advocates in that fucking stream, Chaotic and James Hate Everything, but from what I've seen, that still support Danny and his bullshit. But the only person, correct, that's actually said an actual stance, and thank you, Biggie D, was Biggie. When that whole bullshit went down, when Messiah exposed what he exposed, I mean, he didn't say that directly, but he was talking about the N-word shit. He's like, I didn't want nothing to do with this motherfucker no more. Thank you, Biggie D, by showing through your actions where you stand. But that sneak diss, I want you to explain this one. Who the fuck are you guys? And then what they do is, I mean, they might as well be just saying other terms. This, quote unquote drama channels, drama. Do you not understand in this day and age, we know what hot button terms are, what coded verbiage is? How dare you make the villain into the victim and make the people who are advocating and speaking out against the wrong in this world to be the villains? If that's the case, you guys are all the jokers. No, it doesn't. Like I said, that was clickbait. It don't have to be about me. We know what this is about. You should never leave this up for interpretation. Where do you stand? Because right now the optics is, like I remember during this whole John D and Glenn shit, it was I stand with Glenn, hashtag. You guys chose a side. Why was it so easy to attack John D? But I'm not understanding. When is it okay to have this crazy ass background this person has of damn near a combined 6 years, 4 + 2 merged together, still 4 years, but the 2 supported the 4 on domestic violence of, I'm not saying he was arrested for it, but he did get served, what do you call it? An order to stay away. This GoFundMe shit, this marketplace shit, this inward shit, this drama shit. And then y'all go, oh, we're just kicking people because you clearly weren't talking about Danny. So who the fuck else could you be talking about? It's kind of like when people speak on Black Lives Matter and then they automatically have to go like, well, motherfucker, I'm not talking about anything else. I'm not talking about the Chinese guy that came over. I'm talking about Black lives, right? Who the fuck are you talking about? I'm confused. Let me play the rest.
Let's think
I
more
don't
on the
think
positive.
I don't think I smiled, laughed, or had more fun than being in Chicago, hanging out, meeting people for the first time. So yeah, that would be my favorite thing.
Agreed. Penny Arcade, Stock Jack, you're gonna have to connect with him afterwards. There are tricks. Do tell.
Definitely great.
I'm surprised, P-Dubs, because I would have thought that one of your favorite moments would have been the grand return of the man with the single banana. Nostalgia to Super Game Room dudes. You can't tell me you weren't excited about.
Who gives a fuck? So, am I missing something? You got people like Prince Malcolm, who's a law enforcement officer. You got people like Sea Gaming, or Neon Battle Bitch, she goes by now. Former Marine drill instructor, combat deployer. You got King Creo, defending our nation, Space Force, launching satellites. You got me, retired. Y'all know my resume, shit I gave you. But you would rather hang out with a Call of Duty keyboard warrior fuckboy and then call us the bad guys. What fucking Twilight Zone am I in? What Twilight Zone am I in? Kick who? Who are we kicking? Who are you talking about? This is the bullshit that needs to stop. This little kumbaya bullshit, fake crap. You know there's a serious fucking issue. And I'm feeling there's pop shots going on. Because who else could you be talking about? We know who 19K was speaking on. We know who Biggie D was speaking on. Who the fuck are you else talking on? Because I really doubt, Michael B, that you were taking a major stance when you got James Hates Everything and is that Chaotic or whoever in there? Boys with Danny taking a pop shot at Danny. You wouldn't make him look like that. So who else you talking about? Did you drink too much eggnog? I'm confused. Exactly. Even The Rock, man, like first thing when you associate with The Rock, right? You go, oh, it's Samoan. Not the fact that if he was down here in the South, he's black and only black first, right? But, that's what people try to escape. Let's say for shits and giggles that he's solely talking about you. How do you massively skip over the dozens of content creators that chopped and screwed reference to Cornicade? Exactly. Kick a person while they're down. He was knocked out standing up. Exactly. Man. At no time should anybody be confused where you stand. You should never leave it up for interpretation. This is what you guys get for being generic and gray. Someone was trying to say or tell me that they believed he was trying to stay neutral. I disagree wholeheartedly. I do always try to take myself out of, outside the box and think from other people's perspective, but I just can't because I'm a realist. you know, there's no fucking way that's gray. Gray is, you just don't know. I don't know if this guy is what he's for, what he stands for. That's what you don't know. But I do know what he stands for because it's done through his actions or lack thereof. Y'all think fucking Sweden was neutral, allowing Jews to get killed? Think again. Fuck out of here. Right. That's all I'm saying. Shut up and stream. Or, you know, don't say nothing at all. Well, I did a double, right? Are we done? Or are we through? Excuse me. Shut up, stream. Don't say nothing at all. Or speak up about your thoughts. I mean, you're entitled, but you're so worried about losing a subscriber or two. That's insane. This is why I stopped watching Michael B, because he's not honest on most of his streams. No, I'm sorry, Michael. Man, you did wrong here, man. I don't. This seemed disingenuous. I am not happy. I hope to talk to you later on it. But this ain't cool, man. It's fucking insane, dude. You know, oh, but you guys are all cool because I met you in person. But that guy, you know, Messiah and all them, they're pieces of shit because they talk about, you know, they don't let us get away with stuff. Why can't Danny be a part of the crew? Oh, man. Like I told someone before, you don't have to necessarily like destroy the guy or nothing like that. But at the same time, that's on you if you don't let your audience know where you stand. You have a, like I said, you have a great example, 19K. We know where he stands. He didn't have to say shit. Biggie D, we know where he stands because so far he's been the largest outspoken person when he said that day when he stopped fucking with the guy. But how do you not draw the line on domestic violence, scams, and racism? What the fuck? But instead, I know what they're doing. In my opinion, it's, oh, this will all blow over. Can't cancel nobody. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna be here in my corner with, you know, -2 views. I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna keep being that soundboard because one day the right person's gonna see me, and they're gonna know what's up. Let me see. Not the right hue. Apparently not. Right. Sean says, hey guys, hope you all have a Merry Christmas. You too. Don't spend too much and end up on GoFundMe. Yeah, preach. Stop kicking people when they're down, Sean. You're the problem. That motherfucker. He's not wrong on a lot of things. He's full of shit on half of his stuff too, though. He's still on that crap. Messiah doxed me, even though I go around telling people my real name. But never. You notice every motherfucker that's got a problem with me can never actually show why. They can't say why or show why. In this internet age, you ain't take a screenshot or a video of what I said or did that was so egregious. You can't do it, can you? Because you fuckers have no integrity. And that's the end of the show. No, my bad. Clicked on the wrong button. Oh, man. I'll continue kicking, bro. Right on. Merry Christmas, Biggie. How you doing? And like I said, I mentioned you a couple of times. Thank you for voicing the right thing and doing right. At no time should anyone be confused on where someone stands in life. And if you say it's none of our business, then we have every fucking right to speculate. That's fucking on you. If you want to be a public YouTuber and people don't understand where you stand, then they have the right to boycott you just as much as they support you. Man, that would be crazy. I remember when they were making people pick sides, whether to support John D or Glenn, right? Now, I have my opinions on all that, but there was so much factually going on wrong that people had on John that was just insane. I had to reach out to somebody and go, you need to stop it, or I'm going to have to tell the truth on some stuff. But either way, I support Glenn just as much, if not more, than these cats that say that they do. I actually buy his products. And I continue to give him support in the group that I have. Because at the end of the day, I know he's a good human being, right? But see, Glenn's a good example. He's not out here taking pop shots. Exactly. Albert says, I would never put my arcades like over my family and home. That's for sure. Exactly. They don't have the money to keep up. Nope. Call a spade a spade. Exactly. I'm gonna play this one more time. I just wanted to come on and get this off my chest because this shit.
People will stop trying to eat each other.
How do you
Stop trying to eat each other on YouTube?
I couldn't have said that better myself. If there's one thing this community needs more than anything else, little kindness in 2025. Like, Jesus Christ, guys, you're just waiting for somebody to fall down so you can kick them.
Who are you talking about? Who? This is a niche space, man, and I'm not gonna let you get away with, oh, I've never seen your streams, or I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I didn't know Danny was in GoFundMe trouble. I'm too big for that. No, you knew what's up. You've been told. Last I checked, I'm the one who donated the most to this fucker. So who's kicking who? The only thing that was kicked back was my money. My tar hands touched it and was no good for spinning. So who's kicking who? Right. Exactly.
2025. Like, Jesus Christ, guys, you're just waiting for somebody to fall down so you can kick them. Let's, you know, fixate more on the positive.
I don't think I smiled, laughed, or had more fun than being in Chicago, hanging out with all you guys and meeting people for the first time. So yeah, you know.
Oh wow, I didn't even see the damn comments. I was listening too much. What? No cornercade. Oh well. This guy said, "Don't forget, you all got to meet Cornercade." What the fuck? So that went down. Shit, I didn't even know this. So that's why he's defending him. What a coincidence, right? So did they meet him in Chicago? Because he's close there, huh? So they all secretly met up with Danny, and they were probably like, "Yo, you got to defend this fuck boy at all costs." Got some feet pics. I don't know what the hell, bro. He was also taking over the other rooms in the house. What? Right.
I don't believe that Messiah guy. You can't believe those restraining orders. Those never happened, even though they're on fucking the internet and .gov. I would never say those words 40 fucking times on the internet for everybody to see. I would never do nothing against my ex-girlfriend who has a 4-year plus a 2-year restraining order against me. I would never do those things, even though I was testified against my usage of words over Instagram, and the courts found it to be credible, and they still put a restraining order against me. I'm the good guy here, guys. Let's go. Fuck world am I living in, man? Probably. Just about a week ago, I got scammed via Walmart online. Someone was making orders under my account and shipped it to another address. Yes, scammers need to be kicked while they're fucking down. Definitely. Y'all want to take bets that if we ask what was in his head at the time, it won't make sense? Put a 1 in chat for that, or 2 in the chat that I was completely wrong, and I'll be forced to apologize that I got it all wrong. Because this is wild. Oh, that's been sold on the marketplace at least 4 times. But let's not worry about the victims of those scams, right? You imagine Michael B reviewing the 1-star scams and going, leave them alone. They're having hard times. Let them keep your money. Don't kick them while they're down. Fuck. Don't kick them while they're down. This is my opinion, and my opinion only. So I'm going to speak my opinion. Was that what Danny was doing when he got his restraining order? Kicking somebody while they're down? I'm confused on why y'all would stand with this shit. And then have the gall and the audacity to throw mud and call people dramas when you're the drama. You guys are the biggest drama streams on the internet because you sneak this, you have the largest audience, and you bring this negativity, but because you think you're cryptic and you're not just as blunt as I am, that somehow my words are less. You know, oh, what's going on with RK1 up in John D? Oh, fuck John D. And Fuck Unicode. What Unicode? That's drama. Just lying on people and the circumstances. But as long as it's about people that you never got to meet at Chicago, it's okay. Ain't nothing worse than a sneak diss. Ain't nothing worse. Like, somebody come on and tell me how I'm just absolutely wrong. Like 100% wrong. Not even close to being right. Like, I'm trying to think. I like critical thinking. I need the outside in. Where am I getting wrong? Somebody since I'm not a voice of reason, somebody tell me why I'm wrong. How I got this completely out of order. Right. How you doing, man? And happy holidays. I always love that avatar. I really, really hope Michael B wasn't talking about something else. Right. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, but I can't. So since he wants to stay gray, that's on him. The offender should offer an apology to the community for the lies. How do you tell a VP you got fired, but you weren't right? Fucking A, man. Like I said, I just want to come on and bring this to light. You guys have no right, my opinion, to sit here and use the term drama channel in such a derogative term. You know how they're using it, guys. You know what coded language they're using it in. And then yet to diminish me bringing out social issues such as racism, me bringing out social issues such as the pedophile that I busted that was in the community, the CEO that is going to go to jail probably for 10 years, I helped take down and expose, that they brought in, the pedophiles that the other fuckers brought in, the transphobia against, at the time, Sea Lion Gaming, the racism display by and no remorse by Danny, GoFundMe scams, marketplace scams, restraining orders. But the people who defend this nation are shit. What a cult somebody's living in. Thank you. Appreciate it. Like, I have to do this because I feel like I'm in a twilight zone. And I'm sure you guys do too. Like, and what's insane is there's no excuse for this grayness that they claim they have. It's not gray. You can't sit here and tell me all these cats aren't on the behind and Zoom and going, let's deal with this motherfucker. Or let's see how we can get them past this hurdle. Just take a break for a couple of months. These idiots will forget about it. No. You feel because you met this person in person that you look stupid bringing in this asshole It's okay. You got it wrong. But to defend it by doing some type of reverse psychology pop shot, fuck that shit. Yeah, the problem with Rexer is even when he's fucking wrong, like even I can at least go, oops, you know, my bad, which I've done. You see some of my community posts where it's like, hey, guys, my apologies. I got this wrong. Rexer can't do that. He's not capable. He did, but Michael B also shot back at Rexer and he couldn't prove it either. You're right. I've always said, and this is my opinion, the only reason why I think people defend these type of natures is because there's so much skeletons in some people's closets. It's like they feel the need to defend something because it's kind of like, uh-oh, well, if I don't, then I'm guilty too, even though I was already. I remember that, and he also gives this dumb explanation. I would love in real time to hear an explanation. I'm never gonna get it.
I couldn't have said that better myself. If there's one thing this community needs more than anything else, little kindness in 2025. Like, Jesus Christ, guys, you're just waiting for somebody to fall down so you can kick them. Let's fixate more on the positive.
I don't think I smiled, laughed, or had more.
Oh boy. There's nothing worse than guising nefarious intent with fakeness. If what you said you wanted to be true, you just kept your mouth shut. Just let it roll over. But why would you think it's okay? Because there's only two sides to the coin here, man. Either you're defending somebody's evil actions or you're going against somebody else's actions. You clearly weren't clear. I don't see how you're going to I'm not sure how you're going to be able to spin this to say that you were basically not advocating for Danny. I just don't. Or I wasn't talking about him at all. Well, then what were you talking about? That was so important. What was more important during this 2024? If that's the case. Oh, absolutely. Probably. Y'all kick him out yet? Hopefully. Because this must have been like, it hurts my head. It hurts my head because in the end, what we're going to say, it was just a fake ass comment and he wasn't really talking about anything or anybody. He was just making a general statement up. Then it has no merit. Yeah. He says, grow up, get back to producing instead of tearing down and criticizing. Yeah, that sounds familiar, right? So it kind of echoes. Look.
One thing this community needs more than anything else, little kindness in 2025. Like, Jesus Christ, guys, you're just waiting for somebody to fall down so you can kick them.
Like, what's this marrying here? Right? It's a community, a cult. And then he had this fucking autistic fucker had the audacity, not talking about Michael, I'm talking about Thor, had the audacity to sit here and say, I didn't tell her what to do, what to say. Fucking special fucking needed fuck boy. People make me sick, man. No, I'm not talking about the guys on the screen. Talking about the other trolls. Because like I said, Michael will at least try to talk to you. So, but right now, I'm not in a good mood about it. Scamming people out of money ain't worth the Christmas presents kids aren't going to play with in 2 weeks' time. Exactly. Casey, I just saw your sneak dissing comment. That's so true. Oh man, I'm gonna beat this to y'all's head. Like, someone make up something to explain this
I'm this in 2025.
where I'm wrong about what he's pulling. Like, that's not what you're not seeing and not understanding is that's drama. That these people who guise themselves as positives, they're the largest drama channels in this space. But y'all don't give a fuck because, I mean, it's not hard, you know. Hey guys, what's going on today? This has been so. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. I got nothing bad to say. I have no fucking opinion. We'll keep it clean here. But at the same time, hashtag fuck John D. I stand with Glenn. We keep it positive here, guys. We don't stream with those other drama folks. Right, guys? Oh, let's go, Retardo. How you doing, bro? We got Retardo here with the $2.99 super chat. Let's go. This is what I appreciate about Retardo, you know. He comes in here with that positivity. He doesn't say stupid shit like those other drama channels. It's okay that I got busted. But we all live and learn, right? I was only 34 at the time. I was a kid. Fucking A, man. Man, I hope you all have a great Christmas. Hey, what's going on there? Shotgun Sean's good to see you, brother. Yeah, let's go. Did you do anything this special this Christmas? Yeah, guys, so I got in a car accident yesterday, but, you know, my wife, my personal wife, she was the one driving, you know, backseat driving. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. All right, what's going on, brother Big D? We got the $3.99 super chat. Merry Christmas. Yeah, what a good tree. Oh, we got Shotgun Sean. Oh, yeah, that's how you say the name. Want to see, right? Let me stream some feet pics. There you go. We got Prince Malcolm with the $9.99 super chat. Oh, man, I'm going to cry. Hey, Alexa, play White Christmas by Kenny Rogers. Inside joke. Join us all at All Things Arcade and iArcade Mods Facebook group. Oh, thank you, brother. I'm going to cry. Oh, this is great. Fucking ridiculous. Oh, yeah, brother. If you don't know, I've been catfishing as my wife. You got all the fake feet pics. Oh, shit. My Alexa went off. Thank you for the $5.99 super chat. Well, my Alexa's, her name is Katie. You get it? Let's go. Retardo with the $2.99 super chat. I'm just tired of people taking advantage of some people who don't understand that a role model is. Yeah, man, you got to be a role model, bro. You got to stay positive, bro. It's okay to be a racist as long as you don't say nothing about it.
We got ART3 MUS, capital MUS, must. We got Outrachado, so true. Made sure to emphasize that on my stream last night. Oh, yeah. Thank you for spending time with us. Let's go. We got Artemis again with the 99 super chat. It's not about tearing people down. It's about exposing fake fucks. Let's go. Right on. We got smiley emoji, smiley emoji, smiley emoji here. Thank you for the $3.99 super chat. Let's go.
That's how we do now. That's nasty. What now?
Oh, yeah, boy. Let's get hype. Prince Malcolm with the $2.99 super chat. Best Buy, more like best lie. So true, so true.
But yeah, I'm tired of that shit. We all know the game. They all know the level of their supporters. It's like you're gonna, if you want to be Mr. Beast, you gotta go like Mr. Beast, right? You don't speak on shit. You just don't say shit. Keep your mouth shut. But that sneak diss tells me that there's a side. There's an A and there's a B. And he chose a side. You know?
GG with the $1.99 super chat. I don't know who you are, but happy holidays to you too.
But yeah. Jade. You're so right, man. So people are extremely fake. Yeah, man. I can't respect this. Like, there's only so many people who were doing so many things this year. And even if you don't like him, I don't like Rexer, but he covered Danny well. I don't like a lot of people. They don't like me. At least they can say I wasn't fake about covering Danny's ass. This seems fake.
I couldn't have said that better myself. If there's one thing this community needs more than anything else, little kindness in 2025. Like, Jesus Christ, guys, you're just waiting for somebody to fall down so you can kick them. Let's
Who are you talking about? Because I have a feeling it's not going to be a good excuse. We see who's on the panel. Right. I'm saying is he's talking about corner cake. I mean, he's the hottest topic. And then magically, I didn't even see the damn chat. Maybe Kevin could tell me because he's in the chat. But they're talking about the corner cake. What was it? If I can move it off the screen here. I saw one comment here.
I couldn't have said that better myself. If there's one thing this
Was it at the beginning?
People stop trying to eat each other on YouTube.
I couldn't have said that better myself. If there's one thing this
I saw something about like Marine something. He made it.
Else, little kindness in 2025.
Where they brought this shit over and put it back on the screen
for somebody to fall down so you can kick them. Let's think
more on the
power.
I don't think I smiled, laughed, or had more fun than being in Chicago, hanging out with all you guys and meeting people for the first time.
There, this guy. All I have to say is if I needed money, I would sell that, whatever I need to sell to provide for my family. It's common sense. Of course it is. And this is the same guy when I got busted his ass for his bigot shit. He was like, the world's in black and white and it's to secede or not secede. And it's just like, what? If you have this common sense you claim, why aren't you using it? But he claims that Don't forget, you all got to meet Cornicade. Are they talking about Chicago? Because he's really close to there. And
So,
then
yeah, you know,
let's talk
that-
about it.
that would be my favorite thing.
Agreed. Penny Arcade, Stockjack, you're gonna have to connect with him afterwards. There are tricks.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Definitely great.
I'm surprised, P-Dubs, because I would have thought that one of your favorite moments would have been the grand return of the man with the single banana.
Anyway, they talk about how their greatest moment was meeting them all in Chicago. Does that include Danny? Was that your greatest moment? Oh, fuck. Yeah, especially that Air Force. Join ops. I remember I got a screenshot on Facebook when I had a little youngling. He was in the Army talking that shit on Air Force, and then he sends me a whole apology letter. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know who you were, sir. I didn't know who you were. You was running J-Ops before I graduated middle school. My apologies." That's right, bitch. You don't know about that J-Ops. Not you. Let's see here. Yeah. Yep, that was me. Had my favorite Marine commanders. Yeah, you never know what creeps you meet. But, you know, the people with the history of violence are scared of people like me who have a history of arresting people with history of violence, but they're the victims. Oh man, I've seen some of them they make it like it's all like silly shit. Them dudes would be staying in like 5-star hotels at some of them places.
All right, Prince Malcolm coming through with the 99 super chat. You have until January 1st to get the GRS KVM unit for your iArcade. The quote on the best machine on the market needs an upgrade. Don't you miss out. 100. Oh, thank you for the 99.99 super chat.
Let's see here. This motherfucker said, "Wow, I'm depressed now." Like, what are we spreading? Misinformation? That's all they seem to be misspreading is misinformation. Like, how hard is it?
Oh, thank you for your great support. We got Artemis with the $200 super chat. Stop bullying Mensa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Stand up to those bullies. Especially those keyboard warrior bozos. Fist pump.
Nostalgia to Super Game Room, dude. You can't.
I'm gonna beat this like a dead horse. I don't give a fuck. Y'all stop sleeping on this shit. Stop sleeping on the micro aggressions. That's what it's called. Y'all know what that means, right? Microaggressions. That's basically when we'll pull it up here.
Let's go.
All right. So microaggression, right? Are subtle, often unintentional comments or actions that convey prejudice, discriminations, or insensitivity towards a marginalized group. These can be verbal, behavioral, or environmental, and they often stem from unconscious biases rather than overt hostilities. Verbal one would be, "Oh, you're so articulate." You know, it's kind of like, you know, you're one of the good ones. Or clutching your bag. Or, you know, kind of like this picture. A workplace with no representation of certain groups and leadership. You know, like What happened to my boy Detroit? While they seem small, their cumulative acts or effects can be significant, creating feelings of exclusion or invalidation for those on the receiving end. So he made a comment, right? This comment was towards somebody who's supposed to be on the receiving end of this comment.
I couldn't have said that better myself. If there's one thing this community needs more than anything else, little kindness in 2025. Like, Jesus Christ, guys, you're just waiting for somebody to fall down so you can kick them. Let's think more on the positive.
Fixate. That's like artificial. To fixate onto something. Why would you need to fixate onto something? Why can't you just talk from the heart and be true, genuine? Why you need to fixate? That seems scripted. Right. It ain't even a dead horse. Its bones been crisping in the Sahara sun for decades in the minds of some of those guys.
Thank you, Artemis, with the $2.99 super chat.
Oh, all right. It's been an hour. More to come on this later.
We got the $1.99 super chat.
Oh, look at me. I'm the magical man from Lollipop Land. Woohoo! Jesus. All right, I'm going to cut it off here. Thanks for joining me. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. All that good shit. But I just want to point this out. It might have been subtle to those who missed it, but I'm not going to stand for these sneak disses. All right. I consider this a sneak diss. No one's stupid. There could have only been one topic we were all talking about here. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I apologize. But until then, prove me wrong. Prove it. Did the bot just silent? In my hat. That's giving her a warning. I need to change that script. I don't even know where it's from. Shit. But yeah. Don't fall for it. It's cryptic. It's bullshit. You know, people who say they're not dramas are the largest drama channels. It's a drama channel, guys. There's no other way around it. I don't give a fuck. I mean, how dare you? Like, if I'm reporting or talking on actual real facts, that's not drama. Drama's made up shit. Drama is like, hey, guy stubbed his toe. Is he going to beat up the next guy? Like, it's just made up, factuated shit. There's nothing made up about what I cover. So how dare you try to diminish anything I say and do, or anyone else at that matter, especially if it's not true. That's how I feel, because never should I be conflicted on where you stand. Like, I know if Biggie made that comment, I wouldn't be doing this. I know if 90K Fox made that comment, I wouldn't be making this, because I know where they stand. And thank you, gentlemen, for doing the right thing and letting your viewers know where you stand. Hold on, guys. My bot blocked out Jade. That's funny. Let me see. Y'all. Open you up. Open you up. Open you up. Oh yeah. Double feedback. Here, copy. Paste. All right, here we go. Where'd she go? Oh, damn. Deleted all her shit. Add as moderator. Okay, man's words. All right, here we go. Shawam. She has the power now. Say something. Damn, it deleted everything she said. There she goes. She's gonna kick his ass. All right, sorry about that. But yeah. Uh-oh. Hell yeah. Thank you. Especially people like Bill. You know, we got developers in my circle, content creators, people who make these programs, do these hacks, release hardware. You know, like it felt great getting a tag from Unico USA acknowledging us on their hardware release and our participation. And it's like, what the fuck have y'all contributed? You know, other than, you know what, we're gonna make a circle jerk, and if you want us to say something good about it, oh, there, Jay, you better send us a free product. Or this guy, he better get his free product. Or you may not have nothing nice to say. Fuck out of here, man. How dare y'all? Whatever. I'm pissy. But Happy New Year's. Let's see here. Ooh. Right? That's how it goes. That's how it goes. But yeah, don't fall for it, guys. I mean, you can't have it all your which ways. This microaggressions and these jabs, that's drama. These subtle digs and kicks, shit talking. I mean, everybody had something to say about UAG, but y'all don't have nothing to say about Danny? Really? It's justice ain't blind, is it? Didn't some of those people on the panel tell him to delete his channel? Didn't they say to UAG, y'all need to delete? You need to delete your channel? But Danny gets a pass. Wow. Wow, really? And just like I explained to somebody, it won't y'all who canceled UAG. It was his boy. It was us. It was people like me with integrity to go, UAG, it was a good time. We love you, but we can't be associated with you publicly like this no more. It's wrong. What happened? It's a bad look. We're done. Sorry. Move on, right? These guys don't do that. They'll sit there and they'll go, oh, yeah, man, it's no problem. We got you. Let it boil over in 2 weeks. You know, it's snaky shit. Why? Why is it okay to sit here and tell UAG he needs to delete his channel and all this other shit, and then you still support this other cat?
Hello.
Little muffly. But what's up?
Wait, is that better?
A little bit better, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if. How's this? Is that better?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
It's the neon holiday.
Yeah, I'm trying to Edit audio avatar. Where did
Yeah,
it
I'm just trying to
go? What the heck, dude?
try to drive this shit home. Like I couldn't stand it. Like I don't give a fuck if it's a 0.2 second thing. That's a diss.
Well, I was just gonna talk about like you know, I
Yeah,
was
go for it.
get everybody on here and let's have like a holiday spectacular.
Right. Let's do our own
Yeah.
holiday spectacular.
Yeah.
Come on through, everybody. Let's say
All
hi
of
to each other.
Come on,
Let's have our own
lepers.
little- Come on, you motherfuckers, you delinquents. Get on here. Come on, Biggie. Get your hands dirty.
I timed
So
Botrix's bitch ass out. Fucking-
revenge.
Yeah, little bitch ass Botrix.
Yeah, I saw the other shit and he went crazy on you.
He's like, don't use so many capitals. Fuck out of here, Botrix. What? Say something in the chat, Botrix. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I gotta find some scripts on it. Apparently could do a lot.
The Botrix.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently you can like script kitty it up and have it do I don't know, kind of like chat GTPT kind of shit. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
It
weird.
seems-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, why is okay, let me see if this works. I am so congested. Congested. I'm congesty. How come I can't get the icon to work on my audio thing?
I don't know.
Oh wait. I think I know. There we go.
Yeah. Come on through, guys. Let's have a holiday spectacular and say hi.
Rick says secretly Papa Brad.
Marvix can start a GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
That's funny. That is funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it is kind of like I don't really know what the right thing is to say, but it's like after all the videos that people have done to like make it blatantly obvious, like this is not okay, this is a problem, people should not do this, this is bad. And you know, it's always the home arcade community that just glosses over it, you know, does like the hand wave. And it's like these are like the Gen Xers and shit. Like you would think that these guys would have more fucking cojones and be like, no, like fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is, it's so bizarre to me, dude. Like the delusionalness is so bizarre to me. But then you have, again, you know, like I was saying last night on that stream with 2,400 people in the chat, all the people are like, oh my God, like,
yeah, they went in.
This is lunacy.
Yeah, it was like almost 3,000 at one time on the stream. And every single person, all 3,000 were like, this is not okay. But yet somehow the subhuman group of, not the people on the screen, I'm not talking about them as subhuman, I'm talking about the freaking community as a whole. So they'll all get lumped in. This goes, they argue and cut for the wrongness. Like what world am I in?
Yeah. And the thing is, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just ranting. Like I'm confused where you can have all this negative history to correlate to your present history and then to go, oh, everything's okay. I'm baffled.
Yeah. And the thing is that like they take the approach of like, oh, well, you know, everybody just wants to like have fun. Well, you can't have fun when there's somebody fucking stealing from people in the community and lying about stuff, like scamming people on Facebook. I mean, they're basically advantage of people. And those are all the ones that they could have shipped to were the ones that they were taking the most advantage of, which is probably how they were selectively scamming.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what's crazy to me, is like, that's not okay, you know? And so at the very least, you could do something like, for example, 19K Fox. He made like a very clear cut, very like audible, understandable statement without saying anything.
Right. I commented on that too. The Biggie D is comment, and then the way 19K did it was pretty much perfection. How you would expect a channel that doesn't necessarily want to dive too deep because of, you know, their stances of how they want to present their brand, which is fine. But once again, if that brand is pulling stunts like I'm seeing and hearing, you're basically telling me you're on the other side of the fence. You can't have it both ways like that. It's just like with that one restaurant where they took off the Obama shit on their menu, and then they put the Trump thingy in front of their restaurant, but they're in New Jersey, and then they go, "Oh well, we're neutral." Like what?
I mean, and it's
like you can't have it like that. Like either you like if you want to put up the current president's picture in a frame, that's neutrality, you know. But you don't put up, you know what I mean? You're taking a stance. You're showing a political stance is what I'm getting at. I'm not saying either side is right or wrong. What I'm saying is that you chose a side.
Right.
You can't fucking think you can have it both ways.
Yeah,
No
there's
different
no sauntering away from it. Like once you did that, you did that.
Right. And then they have they try to do this negative stigma on people with this whole drama channel shit, where they're basically trying to dismiss whatever we're talking about as just gossip or frivolous, when I only bring receipts and facts, you know.
Right.
They use it to deflect accountability, and then they're basically saying that whatever I'm saying lacks substance, you know, and then and we're just purely bringing it up to stir controversy when it's here in our fucking face, and then they want us to ignore it. Like and then the undertones.
It's like,
you know,
it's
because
like
then by doing that, they're just saying that, you know, the person's angry or overly emotional. Like, stop with your fucking fake shit. That it pisses me off with that crap.
The other thing that really pissed me off is the ambiguity of how he says, I think Danny has said it specifically, my kid's autistic. And it's like okay, and we talked about that. Like, first of all, you know, if you have a special needs kid, like, it's usually not how you say that they're special needs. Like, you say they're on the spectrum, or they have you know, like a specific thing, like, for example, ADHD or something like that.
I just realized something.
But I mean, you and I both know, and it's like I still question that that's even true. Like, I question most of the things that he has said now up to this point, whether or not those things are true, because he said his wife was disabled. He said all this other bullshit. And it's like, at this point, how can you sit here and even believe anything that's coming out of this guy's mouth?
Right.
And you know, narcissists and sociopaths will lie, just flat out make things up just to get sympathy, or just to like make a story so that they're the center of attention.
I just realized something. I hear you. That's a great statement you made. You think he might have called his, or I like to call him his child, but apparently he doesn't, child a name versus an actual medical diagnosis? Because I believe he was talking about the 10-year-old. And this is the same 10-year-old in a later stream that he says is basically not my child anyways. At the end of the day, it's not my child. I'm just a stepdad.
I don't know.
I mean, like that. Now it's even worse thinking back on it now.
I mean, you know, to me, the rest of the stuff is just like, it's outside of that whole thing. I mean, Rich Odello says it right here. And I remember that his son is on the spectrum. And it's like, you don't just say that on a live stream. Like, and that's one of the things that just like irks me is like you don't talk about things. And to me, in the way that he does it, it's in a derogatory, like, way to gain sympathy or something. Like, it's just, it comes across as disingenuous and it's not believable because, especially because of the fact that he's told so many lies anyways. It's like, well, I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying it's very difficult for me to believe. I've never seen any evidence of it. Could he be like high functioning? That's possible, but I mean, you know,
Right.
it's just like, dude, and when you have kids like that, like, you want to protect them, you know?
Well, he should protect his personal wife, because at the end of the day, she
Or
had
a
a child,
child.
or they had a child, and by they I mean her,
Yeah.
according to him, right? by we mean you.
But
And
if
half
you
both.
look at, and I didn't even get into this last night, I could have gone for another 2 hours. But if you look at like what he has given to the community, he's given nothing. He goes
Nothing.
in, he bugs the shit out of everybody. He asks to go on everybody's live streams. He asks people to buy him stuff. He copies other content creators and then offers nothing. And it's like, there are some people who do things, you know, they make videos or they make templates or they make things that they share with the community and do for the community, because that's one way you can give back for free. If you have that ability, you can make things or make videos that actually teach people how to do things or teach people about things, whatever it is, and give back to the community that way. Some people do giveaways, and it, you know, it doesn't matter, but like, there are people who actually care about, you know, making the community like a fun place and making it a place where you can go to get things that you need for your gaming or arcade projects. And
Right.
he does not, I have not seen it like that. Like, to me, it's like he just takes. He just wants super chats. He wants people to send, you know, this, that, and the other. Has no problem asking because he cannot read the room.
Hey, he's giving back. You remember? He was given that free gift card and he gave it back.
Oh God.
So guys, he got a gift card that he claimed that he was going to cry over. It was $50, even though I gave him $101 and, you know, go fund me. And so he got a gift card for at games, and then he gifted it out. So he gifted something that somebody else gave him for him to use, and then he gave it out like it, you know, he was giving back to the community.
Yeah.
Way to respect your viewers, right? But
Oh
yeah,
man.
this drama, this, you know, coded language of using the term drama channel, all they're doing is trying to dismiss valid concerns, stereotypes, and then they use it in the guise of neutrality. You know, we're neutral, guys. No, you're not. You clearly have a side, and it's blatant. Hey, the side you guys are taking is insanity. I don't agree with it. And you can pull this whole, you know, well, I never said nothing, so you don't know what my side is. Exactly. Thank you for making my point. Because at this point, you have no choice but to choose, because you've affiliated yourself with the devil for so fucking long. You might as well be in bed.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about any of these guys on the screen other than like what Michael B said, which to me,
I'm talking about
just,
Michael and
yeah, it sounds very
yeah, I think him.
it sounds
No,
to me very passive, very and very dismissive is what it sounded like.
and disingenuous on top of that, because of being passive. That's just my take.
Yeah. And Geo, yeah. That's whack. If it was, or if it was something huge, like, you know, an arcade machine, I mean, I could kind of understand saying like, okay, you gotta
Wait,
pay for part of shipping or something.
hold up. He had to pay shipping, but in every marketplace post that I've seen, the shipping was free.
Yep.
Especially on their 1-stars.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or their arcade machines, right?
Yeah. She had like an item for like $12 and it had some weight on it. Then she's like, we're gonna send it to you for first class for free. The damn shipping's gonna be more than they're selling the item. Like, what? What am I like? What? Shipping is free because it doesn't ship. Hey, stop kicking people when they're down, man. They're just scammy people. Leave them alone, bro. It's a riser from another YouTuber, and they offer it as a prize. Wow.
Yuck.
All righty. Well, I just wanted to highlight this because I didn't want this to go on too long, because then people will try to say, "It happened 2 weeks ago. That's no longer valid." No, fuck that. This is
I
on
think
my
2
head.
days. No, if Christmas happens, that counts as like a year, so that they done already forgot.
No, yeah, the motherfuckers on the midnight of 2025. Like, it's 2025. How dare you bring this up now? It's over.
Dude, did you ever?
It's behind me.
Were you ever on deployment on Christmas?
Man, I didn't know what a Christmas was until I got out.
Yeah, I think. Let me, because I'm thinking I was in boot camp on Christmas. I was on my first deployment on Christmas. And either my second or my second was on a Christmas too. So my first like 3 or first, I was technically 4 years in the service. I was gone.
I was
for Christmas.
in state. I was in state on my first 2 years, but we were considered deployed in the States. It was hell. I was in the missile field.
Yeah,
and, this is the era of no smartphones and shit.
Right,
so,
right.
I mean, I was in the sticks. Nothing.
Yeah,
driving like 100 miles to see civilization. It was all you had was the person next to you.
It's crazy how rapidly that changed. Like after the iPhone came out, like I think it was the
around 2000
or something. But
yeah,
no, I think like 2008 was when it really became like more of a drastic change, because then people started like getting iPhones, because at first iPhones were really expensive.
When Android dropped, it brought the price reach to everybody, because other than the iPhone, the Android. Between the iPhone and Android, they were like the only technical smartphones, because otherwise you had the Nokias.
Yeah.
But the smartphone came with the iPhone and the Android operating system, and iPhones, I believe, were the first, or if I recall, I don't remember too much, but
yeah, they were the first, and then when Androids came out, initially they were cool, but like the operating systems were really just not optimized at that time.
No, they weren't, but it was definitely a price alternative because of the open source of it.
Right.
Because I believe Verizon dropped it, and it was called the Android, and it ran the Android.
Yeah. No, the Droid.
The Droid, right? The Droid,
yeah.
which ran the Android, and then everybody was like, "I got a Droid." I'm like, "You don't have a Droid. You have the Android."
You would, Mensa.
Hell yeah! You don't have my phone, motherfuckers. I better watch the Michael B spectacular stream. It was late, but I'll watch its replay to see. It was around the 24-minute-ish mark, like I said, so you can decide yourself. But I felt it was a sneak diss at everybody who was made, rightfully so, a stinker about the Danny situation, because for me it was nothing about nothing else. I would love to hear what Michael B has to say about what his comment was directly targeting. And I just don't feel it's going to be good enough. I just don't. But like I said, I'm a man, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll concede. But I would love to hear it.
I just think it's one of those things that is never going to get fixed in that space. I think it's going to be it's a constant ongoing thing. That the mindset, because the guys who honestly are kind of in control of that space, like as the bigger content creators, are Mike B, P Dubs, 19K Fox.
It's not really with them, huh?
No, yeah, he's more like doing his own thing. But yeah, I would say those two. And I don't know about these other content creators other than Bill. I know Bill, he's very humble. He
Bill's
runs his
always
own.
good in my list.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He
Bill.
always does his own thing.
Bill's just like, I'm chilling, bro. I got nothing to do with this shit. Bill's cool.
Yeah. But
you're safe by my book, Bill.
yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why I had to step away, was because it's just like, it's never gonna change. It's the same mindset, you know, and it's all these guys doing like the same thing over and over. And it just is what it is. And the only reason that I dug into the corner Cade thing was because it was already being covered, and I just, you know, there was stuff that hadn't been covered that I felt like on a bigger scale I could shed light on. But I mean, that kind of information needs to be out there. It needs to be available to people so that they can make an informed decision, is the way that I look at it.
You imagine if when I revealed the pedo, if it wasn't for people like myself, I'm gonna hold myself to this one. This motherfucker would still be in the community.
Yeah,
and people were cool with it. They were cool with it.
Yeah.
Defending
and I don't think
he
wasn't reporting in his state either.
No, he wasn't.
Which is totally a common thing for these guys to move and then not be reporting in that state.
And then they were going to sabotage me and set me up. Not these guys on the screen, by the way, but folks in the community about if his stream went well with his ID that he showed that was pretty much fucking fake, and I already knew it was fake because he tried this shit before. But oh my god, it was just disgusting how it all got pushed under the rug, and no one gave a damn.
PD7 says chaotic, or I mean, sorry, Richard Udello says PD7 and chaotic also never get involved. And yeah, that's true. They're the Arcades Anonymous guys, right? That's pretty. I think that's a pretty solid crew of people. They kind of just do their own
one's
thing.
chaotic?
I think he's down in the left, the bottom left. Yeah.
Now,
what? No,
there's
down in the bottom left.
Okay, my bad.
The Arcades
going around now that they're supporting that. Hopefully that's not true, but I don't know. So I'm gonna let it stay with what Retardo just told me. But let's hope that's not true.
But they're part of the group. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ritual, but they're part of the group that runs Arcades Anonymous, right? So if that's correct, like I mean, I think that's a pretty good group of guys. So yeah, I should have mentioned them last night. Yeah, Arcades Anonymous.
Well, you know, but at the end of the day, they're not the ones out there sneak dissing. I don't hear them going, you know, I see those other drama channels out there, and, you know, that kind of shit. And you don't have to say those. Don't have to be that literal for me to know the context of what the fuck you're saying. You're not gonna be. You don't get to do these subtle, cryptic shit, sneak diss, and for me to go, oh yeah, he's just talking about somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, you're clearly talking about somebody.
Okay, so what was the worst Christmas you had on deployment, or like the not necessarily the worst, but like just the most, you know, like the roughest?
Oh man.
Like on a deployment.
Okay, deployment, because I mean I had the shit in the missile field too, but I think it was during Christmas. I think we ended up going to Epicon Delta, and we're
Mhm.
told we're all gonna die. And then I had to like go around to the other
That's some
troops. and go,
military shit right there.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, the motherfucker did a 300 speech, and he had all the kids crying, and it's just like, you know, I had to visit them and go, yeah, okay, I guess.
They got
Like lower,
got the-
like raise their morale after the commander basically did. I mean, he did the speech from fucking 300. It's like, dude, they died in 300.
yeah.
Like, what do you want?
But he started it with gents.
Yeah, basically, it was horrible.
Oh my god, that's funny. I think mine was we were in AFRICOM, and this was right before, so we were staged there because of the riots that were about to happen in Egypt.
Mhm.
And it was like just so fucking hot, and we were in this cove because we had to go in on these, they look like, what are those little things that, like, you know, when we were kids you like fly them across the top, the surface of the water, they have like the little fans on the back.
Like that shit from the bayou, them skimmers type.
Yeah,
boats.
exactly.
Yeah.
But in the Navy, they're called LCACs, which is like landing craft something.
Yeah, we had a couple down in Louisiana on the Air Force side.
Yeah, and so they would float all of our, like, you know, vehicles
river
in, like all the Humvees and the
was that the shit with the inflatable tube shit y'all got?
Yeah.
Them cats.
And so we'd get all of our like vehicles and weapons, you know, in that way. And they got us into this cove, and then we were staged there for 2 weeks. And it was I am not over exaggerating. It was so hot that even at nighttime you were sweating, and like you could never fully fall asleep because of how hot it was.
Oh yeah.
And since we were in like this little cove, we would like go, you know, first thing, like when you wake up, you just like go get in the water, and of course the water is like super salty in the cove, you know, super humid in there, but it felt better than being outside in the, you know, 100 and something degree.
There's no relief.
Humidity.
No relief.
No, there was just never any relief. And so eventually, like, you know, 2 weeks later, we went to I wanted to say Lejeune, but it's a French base. It's a French base on, well, Lejeune is East Coast, but it's a French base, and I can't even remember the name of it right now, which is annoying me. But we had to like go through these this long, really like long, like felt longer than it was, but it was like a 2 mile it was like, but it had like choke point basically. So it's like, you know, and you've got guys like patrolling while we're driving the vehicles over these rocks, and it was crazy. Like to get through there, we had to keep topping the vehicles off because they were overheating. And eventually we finally got across, and then we get onto the main road, and we start getting like shot at. And so we get through like this choke point where we're getting shot at, and then we drive into like what you would consider like the town or the city where the base is, and these people just had like lean-tos as like their houses were like metal lean-tos. And you could see kids like running around with like muddy feet and like legs, like kicking like soccer balls around, like really beat up soccer balls, and they had like trash cans with like fires going in them, and I'm like, what are you even burning? Like, it's so hot. Good Lord.
Keep the animals away.
But yeah, anyways, then we eventually got into the base, and we were staged there. That was when the riots actually started to happen. So during Christmas time, though, that whole time we were in the cove, and it was just like, well, then we got like our New Year's fireworks we got shot at. So
damn. Yeah, I didn't have to go through them type of riots. The closest I got was in Korea. It was like there was during one of the what do you call it? The anniversary when that fucking I think the Marines raped that girl or some crazy shit. It's something
Oh, okay,
dirty to one
okay.
of the
You want
kids.
to put that out there, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Marines, right? I mean, shit, y'all fucked up so bad that y'all took over Guam because y'all got kicked out of Japan. But yeah.
We're pretty much the Australians of the military.
Right. But man, I have never seen so many people in my life, and we're just a ragtag group guarding the front gate. And thank God for the Koreans, man. But this shit was impressive. Like they came in through with like 5+ fucking charter buses, right? And it was something like out of an anime movie. These motherfuckers came out line and file, like just poured out. I mean, it was so synchronized, like a freaking, band during halftime. And they were just doing all kinds of like line marching shit and covered. And these motherfuckers, they wanted to get on base bad. They were like they would run around all the way to the backside, and you just see people throwing down, and they were close because they said last time it happened, they actually got on base, and so we had to use the fire hose on them and shit like that. But it won't many of us at the front. It was like, yo, this is gonna be hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, Biggie says, "Welcome to Phoenix." Get out of here, Biggie.
I lived in Tucson for 10 years.
This was like Phoenix times like 10 with
humidity,
with max humidity. It was so bad. Where I live right now in the summer, where I live right now in the summer, it's like Phoenix. Like it's pretty much Phoenix weather where I live, in California.
It's the same with the dry cold. Like people are like, oh, you can't drive. Like the snow and dryness, like in Wyoming, you could take an air blower and blow the snow around and you can get to the ground. It's pure crystallized sand. The snow is. You come to like the coastline and stuff like that. That's when you get into the mush, the ice. That's the danger shit. So it don't matter if you got 10 foot of fucking snow and it's like sand paper, like you're fine. You go to the coastline where it's all pure ice. It's a whole different story, man. And same thing with the humidity. Humidity, you just cannot escape, man.
Yeah.
I was in Basra, and man, I came out of the facility and it was just water pouring down like through the gutters, just pure like it rained. Like it was raining. It wasn't raining.
And that's the thing.
But
the thing
water
about
was
humidity.
literally pouring out of the gutters. And it's like, where's the rain?
That's the thing about
it's just humidity.
That's the thing about it. There's no shade. You can't cover yourself with anything. It's just the humidity is there. And like covering yourself almost makes it worse.
How about fog? Y'all have to deal with the fog because we always have bad fog. That shit sucked.
Only on certain times of year, like on base actually. And
since I did
thank you, Ritual.
Since I did the detainee shit, man, anytime fog ran in, you had to get up and go to work. It didn't matter the time of day. They put you on alert, and I was like,
well,
oh,
that was like, oh yeah, for you guys, yeah. For us, where we were at, because I was on Camp Pendleton, it was just like certain times a year, like usually, now it gets really cold, like it'll be like 20 something degrees in the 20s, like in the morning, and where there's like a layer of frost or ice on everything, and it'll be really, really foggy, like you can only see 5 to 10 feet in front of you, but that usually doesn't affect much for us because we were just out there doing grunt stuff. So slaying bitches in PT training, shooting machine guns.
Yeah, I had to do I had to train the Iraqis 1 year. Then all went to not because they pretty much said fuck the program. It's like, well, what was all this work for?
Yeah, we did the Jordanians. Yeah, but what was cool about that is I got to see that was my first deployment, which was Captain Phillips, and I got to see.
Was that the whole boat thingy?
Yeah. So I was on the Boxer. Like we were on the trap. trap team that was, well, platoon that was working with the SEALs, who ended up like peppering that the rescue boat with bullets. But yeah, so we recovered him back onto our ship, and then we had the one detainee, and he got transported to somewhere else. So
Probably to my spot. What year was it?
This was 2009, I think.
Oh, he probably went to Cropper.
2000, maybe it was 2009 to 2010. I'm trying to think, because I think that was a Christmas deployment. Yeah, that was a Christmas deployment. So I think it was 2009 into 2010. But anyways,
we got all the leftovers from what do you call it, Abu Ghraib.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to go in on a couple of those cats.
But I got to see when we were in Jordan, I think, which was, I'm trying to think if that was before or after the Phillips thing. But we got to see what is it? We had like a couple days because we were doing training ops and like rotating out. So we had a couple days where we got to like kind of go do a few things. And one, we went to this bar called Friends in Jordan. And
how's Jordan? I assume it's not a full dry country, or what? Like, does one need ones and twos? Is there a limit?
I don't remember it being that way when I was there. I
know the wife is pretty liberal. Of the king.
Yeah, but now it's definitely different because this was before the riots. So
hardened down some, I guess.
It's different now. But I went to this bar and I had absinthe, and they had like, you know, the real legit absinthe. They love their
whiskey and hard liquor.
Dude, I almost died. It was fun. It was fun though. But and then more importantly, I got to go to Petra. So I got to see Petra, and that was actually really cool. Going to Petra, like there was this kind of like energy there. It was wild. You could feel like all the things that had happened there. Like you could feel it in the air.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember in Oman, they don't rate you on the drink, how many drinks you can have. They rate you on how the alcohol level of the drinks total amount.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm gonna exaggerate. You can get either like one shot or you can get like 2 beers, that kind of crap.
Right.
And I think some dudes found the way to like mix the times, and like it was some weird angle how they did it to like get more, because as long as your time rolled over, you were good. So I think, you know, exaggeration, instead of getting like 2 drinks, you can get 3, but then you have to wait like way longer, obviously, because your time would have to reset.
Oh yeah. I remember we did when we were in Oman, we did.
Oh man.
And they have all those like little shit stores where they sell like all the pirated weird like PSPs and PS2s. It's like PS 2.5. Just like these garbage things. But anyways, I remember we did a beer on the pier there, and everybody just got everybody got wasted. But I mean, because it was on the pier, so you didn't have like any of the limits. They wouldn't let us drink out on town. Dubai was the same thing. Although Dubai, there was a place you could drink in the mall. I think, was it the Mall of Dubai, the one with the ski slope in it?
I know that place is expensive. That's all I know.
It's about, it's like the same as like California prices to me, so it wasn't like a shock, you know. But yeah, anyways, so I think we went there. Oh, there was like a cougar bar there.
Hell yeah.
and so it was like all the you know, like the Arab women who were like very attractive, like older women would go there. But it's Dubai, so you know they're looking for like the wealthy.
For y'all who don't know, those chicks, they got some of the greatest asses I have ever seen in my life. The ones that are like hot, like
there's a lot of very beautiful women.
Like, good Lord.
and they know it.
But yeah. So they, anyways, there was that. But I didn't drink. I really didn't drink out there because I
I'm
was
too
like,
pro
you
for
know,
them.
that's one of those places where you just don't want to fuck around. You didn't want to fuck up and get in trouble. So
No,
I
they don't
just
play.
I kept it on the pier. And most people did because it was like literally like every night it was like a party out there.
Right.
So that's like the cool thing about being on a deployment like that is like, you know, you could spend 4 months of it and it's just really garbage and or you're getting shot at or something, but then you get like these week port drops or 5-day port drops where you're like, yeah, you kind of make up for it, you know. And I think that was my first deployment, and we had to dock the ship. This was towards the latter or the later half of our deployment. We had to dock it so that they could do like a bunch of repairs on it, and it took like an extra week or something like that. So we were just like, yeah, give it to us.
Oh yeah, when y'all hold on. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, when y'all come through Guam, man, it was just so funny because you'll see like the Navy guys in their whatever fucking dress uniforms they have, you know, that are the leadership, and then all the drunkards running around that you can obviously tell who are the Navy, you know,
Yeah.
port policing, I guess, and always
Yeah.
getting into the fights, always.
Guam is such a weird base too. It's like so it's just so isolated, you know, and then you have like the
Oh yeah,
downtown part of Guam, which is like you walk up that strip and you walk back down. It's almost like a stage.
right. It's
It's so weird.
Yeah, and that's all you have. And then, but
Mhm.
well, it's not all. There's a lot of other popping joints, but
Right.
it's more for the locals because it's either like you're welcome or you're not. So luckily I was cool with everybody. So I would go to the other bar spots where they would have like, this is where like the lawyers and the judges would be hanging out with their, you know, chicks and stuff like that. So the people who are like on the upper echelons will actually be in the bars that would, you didn't even know, you have to be like in the middle of the island kind of crap. But it was really nepotism there because the guard was all Chamorro or Filipino, and they're all related. So they would become active guard, work on the base, and then like say the commander or whatever would get mad at one of the troops, and it's like, what are you gonna do about it? You know, because he has oversight of the guy, but at the same time he doesn't. And the nepotism's so high, it's like they can't really get in trouble. Because one guy they were trying to get in trouble, he was like the vice mayor of his village.
Right.
So it's like he literally was able to tell one of the higher ups to go fuck himself, and nothing he could do.
Yeah,
That's political. Where it's just like
they used to call the Navy the Filipino mafia.
Oh man, I ran into those cats. I mean, they run shit.
It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad as you
depends
know.
on where you're at.
I guess, but I mean, like, look, if
ain't no
I've
different
been
than the Masons.
I've been. It's just like I've been on a lot of different deployments with the Navy.
I mean, I'm cool with them, so
yeah, and it's all about like how you come across. If you come across as like an intolerant dumbass, like generally they're like, you know, they don't like that shit. But if you're respectful and I mean that in a way of like not you're an ass kiss, like you just follow the, you know, you do what you're supposed to do and you're just respectful, not needlessly retarded, then you're not going to have any issues there.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, it's a good stream. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate everybody else that came through watching.
Yeah, happy holiday. Happy holidays, everyone. Have a safe, good holiday. All right. And don't be donating to any wacko GoFundMe's.
Right.
Or buying any don't buy anything off Facebook Marketplace.
Right. And
if somebody does any evil in this world, don't kick them while they're down. You know, it's acceptable.
lift the good people up. Try and help the ones who don't exactly know, and call out the bullshit. That's what I think.
Right. Speak y'all's truth. Have a good one. Thanks, guys.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
The reach in underground show, lights go down, thunder pounds when we hit the sound. Like the trending tag, you can't stop the swag. Who won't